Hey. So today is a lot more, I don't even know, kind of dragging, I guess. Um, Weird thing is, though, when we disconnect from toxic energy, it it's trying to find the words here. You get to a point where you go through feeling duped. You might feel foolish. You might lose trust in yourself. There's a lot of negative things that come with toxic energy, right? And the hard part is stepping back up, regaining your power, finding the courage to believe in yourself again. And I spent a lot of time this morning writing things out for myself. I used to journal all the time. I know in a lot of my other videos in the past, if you look back, I'm telling you, journal. Do your affirmations, know your mantras, take time to meditate and breathe. And when that toxic energy came into my life, it completely derailed me from my practices. And I see now the purpose, because when you're about to have a breakthrough, when you're about to remove the shackles, let's say, of course the devil's going to try harder and harder to ensure that you don't get away. And when it comes down to it, those toxic devilish energies are often more like Rico Suave. They're appealing to our ego, right? So when your ego begins to stir again and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm the shit. I got it going on. When you go back to that energy, your ego takes back over and it suppresses your spirit again. And it's like a constant tug of war. One day you're up and you're feeling good and the next day you're down. But the more that you stay connected to these people, these toxic energies, the more you just stay in that ego. Things start to get hard. You might lose a lot. Opportunities don't come your way any longer. Almost like your life begins to stall. And it's pretty much to give you a chance to reevaluate the situation in which you're in. And it's weird to me because I woke up this morning hearing, "Here comes the sun." I was not even feeling that way, honestly. I just kept hearing it. And as the day has gone by, I keep hearing, do the work, do the work, do the work. And I was woke up at 1:30 in the morning. Nobody woke me up. I just woke up and couldn't go back to sleep till 5. And that's probably kind of what leads to this meh kind of feeling. But during that time frame that I was awake, all these ideas, I'm just laying in bed with I don't even know where it's at, with my pen and paper. That was my mate last night. All these things that I'm being given and shown and told, and new ideas that will be showing up in the very near future. And honestly, I've met somebody that these ideas directly correlate to bring them to reality, to bring to the world, because we all need a little bit of extra help, right? And so I'm in the middle of knowing that toxic energy is gone, and the hard part is being so used to it. And it's not even missing it. It's not wanting it back. It's more so just sitting with the chance to finally go, okay, now let's prepare for what's next. I'm not even asking what's next. I know what's next. Here comes the sun. It's just preparing to deal with that, right? And it's funny because I didn't realize I had pushed my family away to be with somebody. You would think I would realize that because I've done it before. Sorry. Still not all the way here, but feeling the need to keep sharing, because I know a lot of people go through these things and we don't know what we're going through. That's the crazy part of the matter. But anyways, like I was saying, I allowed somebody to come in and interfere with my family. And every time I say this, it's got me yawning. Hold on. I'm making a video. Give me 2 seconds. Or 2 minutes. Just like here's all these distractions. I remember a few months ago I was distraction. So let's try this again. The toxic energy had a wedge between me and my family and friends, and I almost lost everything. Yes, made it through without a yawn. The whole point in that was when you get with people that start interfering with your relationships, you're not with the right person. Because the person that loves you, the person that wants to be with you, honestly, they'll inspire you. They'll take part in your life. They won't live their life and you live your life. Now, granted, if you're both working on companies and things like that and you still find time to come together, this is a different story. But somebody who wants to live their own life, that shadiness I was talking about, where you're not really even sure what they're doing because they're gone so much, these are the people I'm talking about. The toxic, karmic partners that will drive you crazy. Where are they at? Who are they with? What are they doing? Are they even okay? Just have your mind racing all the time. And honestly, when I got to that point in this last relationship, I'm sorry. That's what led me to cut ties. I will tell you though, if you're yawning every time I'm yawning, you're a highly empathetic person, meaning that you relate to other people and what they're going through. So, happy little fun fact from all of my yawning and me not waking up. But just know, you can start finding the difference in who you should be with, who you are, your capabilities, just by paying attention. Because there's even things where people will sit there and try to communicate with you when they're not in your energy. And this feeling that I'm feeling right now, more than likely isn't even my feeling, because I don't feel drained and defeated. I feel honestly like maybe it is my energy, because I'm in that healing stage, that rejuvenation, you know. And I had to ask myself the question earlier, why is it so hard to sit still? And then immediately I heard, because then you'd be healing. You would be recovering. And to do that, you'd have to admit that there was a problem. And that takes me back to the initial remark of sometimes you feel duped, right? So I've always been a busybody. I've always had a hard time sitting still. Even if I'm just yawning like no tomorrow, can't lay in that bed because it's light outside. Nope, can't do it. I mean, even when I went back to bed at 5 this morning, I was out of bed by 9 o'clock because it was like, the day is wasting. I'm late for a very important date. So it's, with me, I'm trying to get back that lighthearted, happy-go-lucky person, that feeling that I used to have, because I actually let somebody steal that away from me. I didn't let them steal it, I gave it to them, you know, because I had the choice, right? I was able to choose for myself to tell myself the truth. And I knew the truth, I just refused to admit it to myself. And I honestly, to this point, can't even tell you why. I've always been a person that's too much of a giver, which seems to attract a lot of takers. So I have had to come to the realization that a lot of people that I trusted were working behind my back together. And it's funny because I was like, there's no way they even know each other. But in the end, the truth comes out. They do. And it was a nice little setup. What did they accomplish? Helping my spirit team get me here. Helping my guides encourage me to continue on. Opening new doors for my abundance, my health, my wealth, and my well-being. So if you're going through a tough time, know that it's happening for a reason. And know that you can keep persevering and pushing through all the yawns, all the sleepy times, because we're not always bubbly and exciting and happy and carefree, right? That's not life. We do have trials and tribulations that we go through. So that was a very big yawny message. And hopefully it helps somebody to know that it's okay if you're tired and you don't feel like being seen today. It's okay if you want to lay in bed and not get up. That's actually self-care in itself. And I'm having to learn that for myself, that it's okay to not be active. And also learning that sometimes downloads and ideas and creative endeavors come at any hours of the night and will set me off on a different path the next day. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to put everybody to sleep. And at this point, it kind of feels like what I'm doing to myself. So hopefully I'll get some energy and I'll come back in just a little bit and have something more inspiring, more upbeat to say. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that and go take a nap if you're tired. Peace, love, and light. Bye-bye.